Inside Story. Our mission story this week is by Andrew McChesney of Adventist Mission, and it's entitled Adopted at a Funeral. Mourners gathered for the funeral of a young mother at the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Malaj, a town just 2 miles or 3 kilometres from Mozambique's border with Malawi. The woman had died of HIV complications just 5 days after giving birth to a baby boy. Her HIV-positive husband, the boy's father, had died earlier. The wee baby bawled during the funeral. He was crying because there was no one to nurse him, said Clement Mateus Malala, a 61-year-old farmer who attended the funeral. Clement spoke with the baby's relatives after the funeral and learned that they had little money for milk and diapers. He considered buying the items but worried that the relatives might resell them, so he offered to adopt the baby. The boy Laston is now 5 and the youngest of 4 orphans adopted by Clement and his wife. They also have 4 grown biological children. Clement, who grows green beans and maize on his farm in rural western Mozambique, is an active church member and lay evangelist who has led 430 people to baptism over the past 13 years. But nothing has touched his heart like his 4 adopted children who lost their parents to HIV/AIDS. God has blessed me with the gift of bringing people to him, but real happiness comes in caring for these orphans, he said. The adults that I lead to Christ are able to take care of their physical needs, but the orphans would suffer twice without me. Their physical needs wouldn't be met, and they might lose salvation. HIV/AIDS is a major challenge in Mozambique, and Clement is among Seventh-day Adventists striving to make a difference. He adopted his first orphan, Rogerio, after seeing the 2-year-old scavenging for food at the roadside. Relatives told him that Rogerio's parents had died and gladly handed him over when he offered to raise the boy. Clement adopted the other 2 children, both girls, in a similar way. Rogerio is now 15 and the 2 girls are 11 and 8. The least I can do is to take a few children and feed them in my home, Clement said. Clement longs for an Adventist school where his adopted children can study in Malaj. We as a church are supposed to invest in education, to invest in the future of the church, he said. And part of this quarter's 13th Sabbath offering will help build such a school in Clement's town of Malaj. Thank you for your mission offerings. You have been listening to a reading of the Adult Sabbath School Bible Study Guide by Dr. Percy Harold from Queensland, Australia. This service is brought to you by Hope Channel, the Sabbath School Department, and Christian Services for the Blind. Remember, God is always faithful.